end of the day, if you live in a country, that country must be able to defend itself. And it must be able to defend law-abiding citizens. And you cannot allow for this endless chaos on the streets. And that's what they want. And that's what they have basically brought in. We don't know how many of these people are illegal. We don't know how many of them are homegrown, which I think is going to be a way worse scenario, because you can't deport people who are just, actually bad actors if they're legal citizens. So there's so many layers here. But the idea that somehow this is only in a small, I saw Rachel Maddow, I don't know if you saw the video. It's just a small group of people in a very specific part of downtown LA, as if that's okay. It's like, and Jimmy Kimmel did the same thing. And it's like, Jimmy, when they show up to your $30 million house in Hermosa Beach, we'll see how you feel about that. And that really is the problem. You either live in a society with people who are a little bit different from you, but we all agree there are basic laws that you have to abide by, and you can't kill people and destroy property because you're pissed, or you don't. And that's why I'm so proud, and I know we're going to throw to a video of DeSantis in a little bit, but I'm so proud to live in this state right now, as you should be too, my friend.
Yeah. I've seen this clip already, but I really would love to discuss it with you.
All right, so let's just throw to this. So I had DeSantis on yesterday.
And we also have a policy that if you're driving on one of those streets and a mob comes and surrounds your vehicle and threatens you, you have a right to flee for your safety. And so if you drive off and you hit one of these people, that's their fault for impinging on you. You don't have to sit there and just be a sitting duck and let the mob grab you out of your car and drag you through the streets. You have a right to defend yourself in Florida.
All right, so this clip is going bananas viral right now. Russell, my take is obviously that. Imagine you're a woman, you've got two kids in car seats in the back, and you're just trying to get home, or you're going to the hospital, or it's an ambulance, or whatever. You're literally doing whatever the hell. You're going to Pilates, and a group of people illegally take over the streets, and they have Molotov cocktails and masks and everything else. What would you do? Well, in Florida, you're allowed to do what you got to do. Of course, the media, Newsweek, is already framing this that he's telling people to drive through protesters. That's not what he said. It's if you're illegally taking over the road. You don't just drive through a park and kill people. So we get that the media lies about everything. But what would you want Laura to do? Really, what do you do?
I'm telling you, mate, one of the moments where I suppose I had to recognize that my presumed alliances with people that would once have been called with the left were being questioned and possibly even abandoned was when in my country, Extinction Rebellion, whose goals and targets I would of course agree with, I do believe that fossil fuel companies and energy companies have favorable and cozy relationships with government and are probably undoubtedly irresponsible in the way that they conduct their business when it comes to respect and love for our planet, that they cut corners, that they denigrate and relegate. But I'm telling you, when they started doing protests in the UK where they blocked off roads, and I saw in general working class people who are trying to get to work go, listen, get out of my way or I'm going to run you over. There's some sort of, I don't know if it's class consciousness or where I'm from or what it was, but my natural affinity is with, if your mode of protest annoys people that you need to have on board with you, that you need to align with you, then you're off track, man. And it's like you can't have the presumptuousness and the haughtiness of well, you'll thank me one day because I'm saving the planet. If you knew what I knew, then you'd agree with what I'm doing. And I'm telling you, I suppose it's a conversational device that you're deploying today, and maybe it's part of your more general style, Dave. But if my wife told me there was people and she's felt threatened, I'd say, put your foot down. And the same with when I'm say when I have to walk through paparazzi, when I'm lately I've had to, go to court and I welcome the opportunity to clear my name. Well, with my friends, I'm like, listen, if they're in your way, we don't need to be aggressive, but just walk in a straight line. We're walking in a straight line. If people put themselves in the trajectory, then they're going to feel that, immovable object, irresistible force. And and if you bring family into it, then the issue becomes: do you go? How do you restrain it? I think that is an example of common sense governance.